that it is what organization do to outperform competitors. And strategy is taken from the word strategy, and stratagem actually implies war. Business world is a war zone, but it is a war of brain. It's a war of outperforming. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Most things in life have nature of war. Sometimes, and when I'm watching football, I saw terrible war going on. Two able strong men fighting for a round leather thing. And you see energy they put, you see pollution they put. Why? Whoever that score, send the other one packing. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So many things go on in chancing the other fellow. Many things go on in eliminating the other fellow. Many things go on in getting the other fellow back. Because life is like survival of the fittest. The winner takes all, and the loser look marginalized. So in business world, it's unfortunate real business don't take place in Nigeria. In Oyipoland, where real business takes place, competition is so much. There used to be a time there is a company called Designer. A company come up and call itself CoraDraw and close them party. There used to be a time a company called Lotus 123. A company came up and called itself Excel and sent it packet. There used to be a time called a company called AmiPro. A word processor came out and sent it packet. Life is like that. This is where real business. There used to be a company called Nokia. Everybody was using Nokia. Who doesn't use Nokia in this world? Today, if people see you with Nokia, they look at you as somebody who misses road. There used to be a time when a car called Mercedes is number one car. Today, if people see you as Mercedes with Mercedes, they say, okay, you see using this thing. And they start pitying you. Why? Competition. Somebody entered into his room and said, there is a way we will design this car. People will like this car more than this Mercedes. And they begin to shape the body of the car, begin to shape the back and the front. And people like this. Most time, what people are buying is not the engine, it is shape. Are you getting it? Most time, what people are buying are not the real thing. Because the Volvo engine, Volvo 240, is stronger than most engine you're seeing now. But if you carry Volvo 240 or 2440, people will look at it as being crazy.
Yes, I cut off.
I get it. But the engine that is in that car is stronger than the engine in the modern world.
Yeah.
So you see how life is. If somebody come up with a strategy, how can we take over the market? How can we send these people going? Okay, see what I will do. We will redesign this thing. We will redesign this thing. You see, people are deceived by what they see. So we are going to make the back curve like this. You know, we are going to make the light look too big. Don't worry, people will like big lights. They don't mind the engine. They are not even seeing the engine. And they come up with that strategy. And they carry it. And they get their objective. Have you wondered one of the reasons why certain organizations are doing very well, why others are not? It is not sometimes content. Content is very good, but most of the time, it is strategy with the opponents. It is the strategy they use to outwit the opponents. Sorry. Yeah. So we now started looking at processes that organization will take. Processes mean something that is continuous. Something. In fact, the strategy process is not like a straight line. It is something you keep revolving around it. You keep doing it. we say that it begins with planning. It begins with defining the organization. And defining an organization can take a year, it can take an hour, it can take a minute. It depends so much on how serious we are in defining what are we doing, why are we here, what is our mission, what business are we into, what thing are we into, what are we here for. You define your mission. Mission is your reason for existence. Your reason for existence. Your reason for living. You define it. And that definition of your mission should really be what you do daily. It is what you do daily. A food company cannot say, I am a food company. It is too narrow-minded. But why food supposed to be your definition of what you do? The food can be what, but why is more important than what. Why is more important than what. Before you enter, we are saying Coca-Cola and refreshment. Ask Coca-Cola company, what do you sell? They will say, with our Coke, we don't sell drink, we sell refreshment. They don't call it Coke. If you pick up their bottle of Sprite and say, what do you sell? They say image, text. They don't tell you they sell Sprite. In other words, that is their definition of what Sprite is. That is the definition of what they call their Sprite. That is their definition of what they call their Coke. So every organization should be able to say, what are we rendering to the market? Every business has a marketplace. And every business is contesting for a place, a position in the marketplace. Either to be a market leader, or a market follower, or a market challenger, or a market niche. 4 people live in the marketplace. One is the market leader, which determines what happened. Which anytime they increase price, other ones increase. If they reduce price, other ones reduce. That means they are the market leader. The market challenger is the one that challenges the leader. Are you getting it? The market follower is the other faithful person who is also in that same business, but his opinion hardly counts. Why the market niche is the one that says that I don't want to join these people. Let me be on my own. Are you getting it? Now let me use fashion world. When you come to fashion world, there is Gucci. You have heard of Gucci?
Yes, sir.
You have Zara. The owner of Zara has always been among the 10 richest men in the world. These guys are leaders. There is Gabbana, D&G. Now, let us say that these are fashion leaders in fashion world. Are you aware? Mm-hmm. Now, there are other ones that are coming close. Let's say St. Michael, St. Lawrence. You know, there is a shirt called St. Lawrence. Mm-hmm. There is Van Heusen. You know Van Heusen. Now, these ones are challenging the Zaras of this world. Challenging the Gabbana and the Gucci of this world. Now, these are challenging. There are those that are following. Maybe Ocean. Are you getting it? Maybe the one in my street who are also doing the same fashion. But there are those who say, I don't want to follow in this competition. Welcome. Now, you know how they tell you they don't want to follow in this competition? They now carve out a niche. I want to be sewing only bra. I want to be sewing only stockings. I want to be sewing only ties. I don't want to be in this suit business. I can't challenge Zara. I can't challenge Gabbana. I can't challenge Gucci. So let me be sewing shorts. So he have carved out a niche. What are they doing? They are into fashion. That is the definition of what all of them are in.
No.
They are providing apparel. They are beautifying people. So every organization should define their business, and it takes time to define a business. It's not what you just open eye and say, my business is into this. No. I consult for one of the biggest eatery companies in this country. One day I was talking to them, I said that your job here is not to provide food. Though. If you think your job is to provide food, you are in a wrong business. How do you know your job? You define your job from many angles. Somebody can come here not because of food, and he gets fulfilled by the time he's going. That means that is part of your job. And they were surprised. I now use what they call substitute demand types. I tell them that if somebody comes to buy food in here, and on the way coming to your place, the person saw somebody selling tapioca, what they call tapioca, you know what I mean?
No.
And then buy that tapioca. Will you in your own life know that that woman is your competitor? They say no. But I tell them what is your competitor. The money that was coming to you had been diverted to the woman. And the person have got the full satisfaction in himself. That means you have a competitor you don't even know. Any person that takes what is coming to you, and that person, and the person who collected it gets satisfied that he gave it to that, have already competed with you. So don't look at your competitors as another eatery. In that way, it can also help you to know your business. That your business is not providing that thing you are looking at, but it should be looked from the holistic aspect of what people who will ever think of me want. If you can ever think of whoever that will ever look for me, what does he want? Then you have defined your business. So, when we define our business, we formulate strategy. When we formulate strategy, we implement strategy. When we implement strategy, using the vehicles for implementing it, we now do what we call strategy feedback, which involve strategy formulation, which involve monitoring what we are doing, controlling what we are doing, and then learning from it, and then making adjustment, revisable plan. That is what we said. I will give you a comprehensive something to read on that. Remember, strategy also can be hierarchical. Strategy can be departmental strategy. It can also be business unit. It can also be corporate level. Just like branding can be departmental, divisional, business unit, and also corporate. Do I need to explain it? I think so. Madam, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. I didn't even remember to allow us to receive Madam.
Sorry I came late because I was running around the hotel trying to locate her. I've gone to several offices before they started making call. So then brought me here.
Why is it that people don't
It's not on flyer, it's not anywhere.
Yes,
It's not anywhere. It's a very
because you
poor
want to put the
organized
sound,
And there is no signboard.
no signboard to
It's
show
a very
them.
poor organized program. I've gone to many places.
Sorry, Madam, sorry. It will not happen again.
Let me give my address.
That is the cost we are here. So you need to re-strategize.
I do look at this, my beautiful madam. Make her to go
You
and
need to
strategize.
strategize with an area of
Directive delivery.
that is where I want to come in, areas of direction, so that it will be easier for people.